What's the problem?
He's chucking.
Could this be the end of the road for Murali?
నువ్వు మాస్త బోల్ చెప్పు చేస్తే అనవసరంగా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది.
నా మోచి స్ట్రైట్ గా లేదంటున్నారు, కానీ నేను స్ట్రైట్ గా పెట్టే బోల్ చేస్తున్నాను అన్న.
మురళికి ఆస్ట్రేలియా మధ్యలో ఏదో ఒక సంబంధం ఉంది.
In labs.
Jumbo, please put your hands together to welcome Namma Anil Kumble. Good morning, Mr. Anil. I will shortly hand over the mic to a passionate fan. Thank you, Tampa Cricket. Call Murali that there will be a movie, a biopic that's to be made on you. What was your reaction? Who called you first?
Actually, because
Yes, mic up, please. Mic number 2.
Actually, I was not. I was surprised at the time because I didn't want to have any movie on me or anything, because this is 2018. Now we got a big foundation called Foundation Goodness to help needy people in Sri Lanka. So it was big organization. So some people come and fund for that. Sometimes when in 2018, Venkat Prabhu, the director from Chennai, he visited the foundation. He knew that I am also involved in that. So because he is childhood friend of my wife, because they all lived in Aryapuram in Chennai. So he wanted to visit my wife, so he came home. Then only he decided and he asked, because he has done a movie called Chennai 28. It's a cricket movie, so he loves cricket. He's a fan of cricket, so he asked me. I was a little bit reluctant to why should I have a movie, because I am retired and almost retired, and I was just working for SRH.
If you were active, you would have not watched your own movie. Now you can enjoy your retirement, watch your own movie.
Yeah. So, see, we all cricketers doesn't want, see, we had a lot of fame and when we are playing, right? So, we don't want to watch whatever more and more, we don't want to be in the screen. So, I didn't want it at the time, and then my manager forced me that, okay, you agreed, because they might help our foundation a little bit, whatever something they can do. So then I agreed. That's why it started. So it went in a big roller coaster, because it was changing directors, changing producers. Then Vijay Sethupathi, that problem came in, and then COVID. Then when you try to take everything fall into place, in Sri Lanka, they landed to take the movie. 2 days time, financial crisis. It was burning, Colombo was burning and heated up. So with all difficulties, obstacles, I will thank the crew and the director and whoever involved in producers and everybody. They all didn't give up. Like me in life, I didn't give up anything. So many obstacles came in life, and in cricket wise, family wise, everything, we didn't give up. Same way, these guys also didn't give up. Somehow got this product into the light now, and 6th of October it's ready to give. And it's an interesting story, because even I feel, I saw the
Full movie?
No, I didn't see the film.
You've not seen the film yet?
No.
They didn't show it to you?
No, I didn't want to see, because I want to see with the public and when it's shown to them, because I know inside out what happened. So because it's all true story, because I saw the trailer, because they have done beautifully and it's done well. So
Your first reaction on the trailer?
I think one of the fabulous trailers, because he's a young director, and he's maybe the second movie, and for him to do because these days young directors are showing more productive TV. So hopefully, I don't know, I ask you also, you like it?
The trailer is a little too short to decide, but yes, I mean, I like what I saw.
Right, okay. So same way I like it, but I think it's going to be a good movie and people will enjoy it.
And you just said you've gone through so much of tribulation, troubled times, good times. How is it you always maintain a smile on field, off field? You're always seen cheerful ever. Is this something that you're consciously made a decision, this is how I want to be, or so naturally comes to you, in spite of all the ups and downs?
See, I lived in a hostel, age of 6 to 18 in a Catholic school, right? So you have in a dormitory, it's about 60 people there. So you have all these problems, fights and everything, whatever done, you have to be smiling because it's not next day you have to face them as well because you can't keep your grudge or anything into your mind. Just smile, whatever you do. Because nothing you plan will happen the way you want. Sometimes your day, when you are happy, only you're going to smile, and when you're not going your way, you're going to put yourself down and down, so the people doesn't like it because they like it to people to be smile. So I keep it smile always, and then before that, everything I like to thank Anil for accepting me because he was supposed to go to London and somehow it cancelled and he agreed to come because
That's very sweet.
yeah, Anil always been there for in my life because Anil something, he's one of the great spinners and see, where he's taken wickets, not many people are recognizing because even India, because he should get more recognition.
He will also have a biopic, I'm sure, this matter of time.
No, not because of anything, because way he bowled, that speed and that line and length, nobody could do. I heard, I didn't see Chandrasekhar. They say it's similar like him, but I have never seen. But when we are playing, maybe 1 year before he debuted in India, against England, first 4-5 years, unbelievable, because our batsmen couldn't even play anything. Every time he got 10 wickets, match back, he was demolishing. I can remember in 1993, that series. It was unbelievable series. A funny part I will tell you in that series, Kapil Dev is struggling to get his world record in Bangalore, right? So I was batting other end because our people said they were a little bit disappointed. Our people said just get out to Anil, right? Anil didn't bowl one ball to me, all bowling outside the off stump, not if I bowl one, he would have knocked me off, right? Then I tried to jump down and hit, the keeper is missing the stumps. So that's the way it is. So such a champion game. Thank you very much, Anil, because we are more than colleagues. It's like a family because I know when I left Kochi, because in IPL, because I played for 3 years of IPL very well, and then end of the year I went to Kochi with a big price tag, and they didn't play me. They played only 2 or 3 games. Then Kochi franchise folded. Then I was at home and Anil ringing me before the auction. He was in charge of RCB and Murali, are you fit to go? Yes, Anil, don't worry, I will be very fit. So he gave another opportunity for another 3 years up in Bangalore. Thank you very much for that. We had a great time, a great success I had in RCBS. That's the way we have been. So still we are friends, and whatever I can do, I will anytime come. He also like that. So in that group, 5, 6 players, 7 players, we are like.
Who are the other players?
Sachin, Anil, Srinath, Lakshman, Viru, Gambhir. That they are about even Venki. So many players are there. So I was more connected because I always after the match make sure that I speak to them, have a conversation. So the friendship after cricket also gone, and now when we are launching, everyone who is supporting me. That's the great about I played cricket and met people and friends, and they are for me whenever needed.
Super.
Murali, not about me. Murali, what can you say? He's been a fantastic ambassador for cricket, an icon, a legend. It's wonderful to be a part of this, Murali, and thank you so much for inviting me. We have, like Murali mentioned, I probably played when he started playing for Sri Lanka, I had played one test for India. So literally our careers ran parallel to each other. Never looked at Murali as a competitor. Even when you were on the field, like you said, Prithvi, you know, he was always smiling. So you never got your game face on when Murali was there, because it was impossible to get the kind of aggressive.
I think that was his trick. Kept smiling and kept on taking wickets one by one.
And to even think that this man, I mean, we have literally played the same number of test matches, maybe one more than me, Murali has played. And imagine 200 wickets more than me. It's ridiculous. And to even think that somebody could take 800 wickets in test cricket is something unbelievable. And it's been outstanding career for Murali, and through all the hardships, you know, I'm looking forward to watching the movie. Well done to you. Not easy to get Murali's expression while bowling. I don't know how you could manage that. And we all have seen Murali grow and contribute to Sri Lankan cricket, and the change that Sri Lanka cricket had through when Arjuna was the captain, and of course the World Cup win in 1996. I think through that journey, like I mentioned, you know, our careers literally overlapped, and we were constantly following each other's. And every time I crossed a milestone, Murali would call me up and congratulate me. And he would be closer to the next milestone, right? I mean, if I was around 100, he would be around 200 or 300. The first 100 came, I was ahead of him, but then I think after 1996, he was literally like a taximeter. So he was like 30 short of the next milestone, and I would congratulate him.
Right.
And he would say, no, I still require 30 wickets. I would say, no, that's 3 test matches for you. So congratulations in advance. So that's Murali for you. Outstanding bowler, outstanding human being, and an outstanding player for the team, in any team. You know, I had like he said, I had the good fortune of having Murali at RCB. I was there for a couple of years, and Murali played for 3 years for RCB, so it was a wonderful experience to have someone like him. And it's never a quiet moment with Murali around, let me tell you. I'm sure you would have seen that even in SRH dugouts, and whenever he's there, it's never a dull moment. Yes, he has retired from cricket, but he's not retired from bowling. Let me tell you that. He is constantly bowling in the nets for the 3 hours, and youngsters may finish their spells in 30 balls, 40 balls, whatever workloads that you can think of in modern day cricket. But Murali is still bowling. You know, he's still bowling.
Awesome.
And fantastic. Like, you know, he's family to us, and it's wonderful to have the celebration of Murali through this movie. I think that's exactly how I would like to put it across. So thanks so much.
Awesome. I would like to ask both of you what you admire about him as bowlers, as such champions, as legends.
Yeah, I admire Anil's determination and line and length that nobody could have, and that pace, bowling at that pace, getting at that spot, hitting, and literally we found very difficult in 93, 94, 94, that series and all. So the ball used to bounce and spin. So it's not that easy, so he's very accurate. So that's what I admire him, and also I admire as a personality. He's very calm, very humble and approachable, and never for short of advice. Even we are playing opposition, something if you can ask about him, definitely he's there to help you, because he doesn't think I'm playing with him or anything. So sometimes I go to him and ask him sometimes, so I had conversation with other players like that also. So always, I was young, so he was also young, but he was little experienced because he's playing in India at the time. Sri Lanka is so small and not many grades, Indian grades he will play. So that advice helped me in few.
Factor that I would certainly, I lacked in my bowling was the turn that he would get. I mean, it was impossible to even imagine that a ball could spin that much. And he put so much revolutions on the ball and the kind of turn that he got on any
Revolutionary.
surface. Yeah, it was. I mean, I can tell you a story when I was playing county cricket for Northamptonshire, and this was in 1995, and we were playing Kent, and we were away in Canterbury, and Arvinda De Silva was playing for Kent, and I distinctly remember Murali was with Arvinda at that time. I mean, he was, I think, playing some club cricket or just
cricket.
just club cricket in Kent.
For experience.
Yeah, for experience, he had just come down to Kent and he was bowling at the nets for Kent. And Kent batters were batting. And Murali had not even discovered the Dusra yet. He was just bowling the off spin. And I was practicing in the net next to that as Northampton. And I was bowling to our batters and he was bowling to the Kent batters. And every batter who played probably got out 5 times to Murali. Shouldering arms. Shouldering arms, because Murali was pitching it way outside the off stump. And the batters thought that, okay, that's too wide for me to even touch. They would shoulder arms and then off stump goes back. And they were bewildered as to what's going on.
Wow.
And that's Murali for you. Yeah, I wish I could have that. And but it's wonderful to, like Murali mentioned, you know, we've had many conversations around cricket, around batters, around how to deceive batters, how to get people out, and not just Murali, like, you know, even Shane Warne. All of us would have conversations around spin bowling, around how to get better, and those conversations are and the experiences that we've had has been wonderful.
This kid inside me is doing somersaults and backflips because sharing the stage, I can't even get over the fact I'm sharing the stage with Anil sir and Murali sir. So this is fantastic. I tried, my best to get as close as possible to sir's action. Few things helped me out in that. The first, obviously, is my bowling coach who put in the hard yards with me. I was shooting something else before the film started, and after my shoot would end, every night I would go for like 3 to 4 hours and try to emulate sir's action. I had a really bad car crash around like 7-8 years ago, because of which I screwed up my right elbow.
Right.
I have a lot of metal inside and it's bent now. Like how sir's arm is naturally bent, so out of something bad.
You were destined for this role.
It is destiny, like some, things are meant to be. And
Did you spend time with Woodley himself by chance?
not
Following
really.
his mannerisms, or did you watch videos, or no?
Unfortunately, not as much time as I would have liked, because sir is a busy man. He had IPL going on, the auctions, and he's part of the coaching staff as well. But I had my director, Mr. MS Sripathy, who had put in almost 1.5 to 2 years of hard work and research. He stayed in Sri Lanka researching about sir, so he was my thesaurus as to what I need to do, and I depended on him heavily to see how well or how badly I was doing. So we've all put in a lot of the hard work, and it takes a village. It's not just, I can't possibly take credit for this, and we've worked really hard, and I hope people like our honest attempt.
I mean, any other fields, it's an inspiration for this young generation. This film will be an inspiration for the young generation. Thank you.
Super.
Firstly,
The mic is on, yes. Is it on?
firstly, I think I'm having a fan moment, big fan moment here. Thank you so much for doing this, Murali sir, and thanks, Mr. Anil Kumble. So, I'm just saying that, he stands for cricket, right? And this drink really is about cricket, and it's dedicated to the spectators and to the fans of cricket. And Murali is a person who's completely about passion and he's dedicated his entire life to cricket. And like you saw in the trailer, it just says he's first a cricketer than anything else. So cheers to you, sir, and this is to refuel and refresh the josh of cricket for all the spectators. So that's where we place Campa cricket.
Fantastic.
Is there one best wicket you remember all time, whose you have taken? Whenever anybody asks you that one person wicket you remember always.
It's a difficult question for a bowler to ask, because we are there to take wickets. So every wicket I cherish, because taking a wicket is something special for us, because stability in the team and try to win the match. So every wicket, every moment, even a tail ender, taking a wicket. If you ask Anil also same question, because you are not going to enjoy certain big players' wicket. Yeah, we enjoy the German, but even the last man who can come and trouble you, right? That wicket also you cherish. So wickets are like gold for us. So I can't say this wicket is my most important. I can say a spell that I bowled in England, took 16 wickets. That can be the best spell, I always think.
We have played together in RCB for 3 years. So can you just recall one moment where...
Hey, we want to keep the questions about movie 800.
Okay, no, I'll answer.
Okay.
So we never
One
played.
best moment.
Never played. Anil was my boss at the time. So he was coaching and he was handling the RCB team at that period. Anil has totally retired from international and also IPL. So then he gave me an opportunity at that time.
I wish I had played with Murali. Fortunately, I couldn't. I had already retired, like Murali mentioned, but it was great to work with a legend like Murali.
Super. Initiatives in Karnataka about entrepreneurship. Any special connection with this land you would like to share?
Yeah, back home is anyway they will all back me a lot, because I can say in 95 whole country back me, so I don't have to do and go and promote it a lot. But in India, it's a bigger country, and own heroes, big heroes. If Anil is no bigger than in Karnataka, all of India. So like that, you have heroes and everything. So people will look up on them first. Then only we come, like from other side. So because I have a little bit of origin of Indian origin, my wife is from, so I have a little bit soft corner to Indian public. And so I have to come and make sure that awareness given to public that this movie is there to come and see, that's all.
Was it not made? 800 wasn't made in Kannada.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, during short period, we announced the dates and all. Of course, it's being dubbed now. Of course, anyway, we have got to give it in Kannada and Malayalam also for the OTT, very well. We are dubbing it. That process is going. That's the thing, sir.
I actually went through the conversation between you and VBS the other day, 3 days ago, when in Hyderabad. I would want you to share a dressing room moment. Anil Kumble, whatever you remember of Murali post-match dressing room moments wherein he has been fun is what I've heard. So I would like to know more about it. Any kind of memories which you have?
Unless that's in the movie already and you want to disclose.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's already in the movie. But I mean, Murali was always fun-loving, and you, like I mentioned, you could never get the aggressive best when you're facing Murali or when you're playing against Murali, because first of all, batting against Murali was a challenge, especially for me. Although I could sort of pick what was happening from the hand, but I still had to play it, which was I didn't have the skill to do that. So it was a challenge. So I mean, post-match we have spent a lot of time. I mean, we would catch up in our respective hotels, and not just in the dressing room, but like I mentioned, I speak a little bit of broken Tamil, and sort of we hang out on that. And every time I did mention about our exchanges of conversations around milestones. So that would be a constant feature, especially late 90s and then early 2000, when literally Murali was jumping in 50s and 100s, and it was like a batting scoring card rather than a bowling scoring card. So that's the approach that we had, and it was always a friendly. There was never any sort of rancor or anything on the field. Even if it was sort of passing remark that you would have, it would always be a friendly banter rather than in an aggressive way with Murali, not just me, all the Indian players.
Super. Sir, your name and...
No, because we play cricket not for breaking records, to play for the country and also for the team to win. So sometimes you do well, sometimes other person do well. So it's like on the day, because we all try to perform, we practice art, we all do everything. On the day that someday you wake up in a good mood and everything goes right, then you're on song, like what he did with 10 wickets against Pakistan. You can't imagine in an inning to take 10 wickets, impossible. Twice I missed it because it's a destiny, right? So you don't plan anything. It happens. We are there to just to give our best in the middle. So if we want, if I say the best means my performance, gone. I won't leave that because always I took a lot of wickets there. But if we say beautiful, nice to play, I liked Newlands in Cape Town. It looks a nice ground. Sometimes you get a sporty wicket as well in Newlands. I was told in Karnataka when you dubbed, because you have to change a lot of things because of the board that say, because other dubbing is easier to just do the language you change. Here the letters, everything has to do, then you have to recreate. So that takes a long time. That's what Sir says, it was difficult to get the permission.
Super. You want to see who scores and between best of 5. Should I ask? Yeah, I'll ask. Okay. Questions by Murali to Mr. Kumble. Name any Indian batsman who has more ducks than you. You have 18 ducks. Any 2 who have more than you?
More than me?
Yeah.
B.S. Chandrasekhar.
When you know it, but actually I can't even cross-check if your answer is right or wrong.
And possibly Venkatesh Prasad.
We'll give that to you. Name any international cricketers apart from Kumble who hails from Bengaluru. This is an easy question actually. No, this is you asking him.
You ask him.
It's too easy.
It's too easy. You can't be asking these questions to Murali.
Correct.
I mean, he's taken 800 wickets. Make it a bit more
difficult. Okay, except Anil. Name any bowler who has taken 10 wickets in a test match. You.
Jim Laker.
Okay. Super. Yes, yes. How many international centuries Anil has scored in test?
2. I wish. Just one Murali. One.
There was one.
I wish. Yeah, I had many hundreds bowling. Thanks to one, I remember one test match which never ended. You guys never declared, they kept playing for 3.5 days, we kept bowling.
Okay. Name the player who became Murali's 800th wicket, Mr. Anil.
Oh, that's easy. Pragyan Ojha.
Right answer. Name IPL teams for which Murali has played.
Kochi, he has said. RCB, CSK. Yeah, that's it.
Which Kiwi batsman was Murali's last ODI wicket?
Oh God. Kiwi batsman.
Yeah.
I'll have to... Okay. Top order batsman. Okay.
Murali, do you remember?
Okay. No, of course, he remembers. Top order batsman. Okay. Right-hander. Okay. Brendan McCullum? No. Oh, not... Okay. Top order. Okay. Ross Taylor?
No, he commentaries.
Oh, okay. With me?
A lot of times in IPL.
Scotty Styris.
Yes.
Yes, yes. What record does Murali hold in batting which he has done thrice in his career? Thrice.
Batting.
I
think he batted once where he saved the game with Sangha.
No, see, this is a difficult question.
It is a question. I don't remember Murali's batting. Sorry.
First ball in the test match,
yes.
I never faced, I 6.
Oh, correct. Yeah. Even in the Bangalore test match, I think he hit a 6. The one that he was mentioning about Kapil Pali's record.
Okay, last 2. How many ducks do you have across all formats?
Me.
Yes, Anil can answer. How many ducks?
Big number.
How many ducks in all formats?
40.
Anil? Huh?
40.
Is it more or less? Don't tell the answer.
More.
More. Are you shocked, Anil?
Not sure. But, I mean, Murali has played, what, 300, more than 300 one days.
How many ducks?
And 133 test matches that I know. So,
How many ducks?
Yeah, so let me put the math right. I don't think he's batted too many times in one day. So test matches, 40.
Okay.
Maybe another 25 in ODIs.
Little less than that.
Okay. 50,
Give me a number. 50?
55?
A little less.
Okay, 52.
A little more.
53.
Little more.
54.
Little more. 59. Right answer, Anil.
No, you said 55 and less.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 59. 59, my bad. 59. Okay. This is for you, Murali. Apart from Jumbo, what's the other nickname for Anil Kumble? Apart from Jumbo.
Say the Jumbo is everyone says, and Kumbles they say sometimes.
Actually, there's nothing.
Nothing. I know Anil only call.
I thought it was Apple.
No, that is all.
Wrong question.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
No ball in a Super
No
Bowl.
ball, yes. Okay. Except RCB, Anil Kumble has played IPL as a player in which team? Except RCB.
Yeah, RCB has played.
Right answer. A big round of applause to both of them. I think both of them are winners. Thank you very, very much. I wish you the very, very best for the movie.